Email marketing is one of the most critical elements of any funnel. But even with the highest converting copy and a flawless strategy will fail if your emails never reach the inbox, or worse, land straight in the spam folder. In this video, we'll break down the technical side of email marketing, because without it, even the most brilliant content is useless. Email developability is one of the primary drivers of your profit. Before setting up your campaigns, it's vital to understand what happens to an email after you hit send. The email doesn't fly directly to the recipient. It goes through a series of checkpoints. And here's what the process looks like. Step 1. Your mail server. You write an email on Gmail, Outlook, or through your CRM. When you click send, your email first hits an outbound mail server. Technically, this is called an SMTP server. In simple terms, your SMTP server is like a local post office that takes your letter and dispatches it on its journey. If you use your CRM's built-in service, you are sending the email through their post office, not your own. Step 2. The recipient server. Your email has reached the recipient's mail server, but that doesn't mean that it will land in the inbox. The recipient server conducts a rigorous inspection. And here's exactly what the server checks. Sender IP address. The IP is cross-referenced with blacklists. If the IP is dirty, the email is at high risk. Sender domain. Domain reputation is evaluated. If the domain is brand new, its trust score is low. DNS records. The server verifies the presence and validity of SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records. Email content. Spam filters analyze the copy for too many links or spam trigger words. Recipient behavior. How often your emails are opened. If the spam complaint rate exceeds 0.3%, it's a massive red flag. If the filter gets tripped at any of these stages, your email is routed to spam. Crucial note here, without SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, all emails will go to spam. Google, Yahoo, and Microsoft mandate the presence of all three records. This is no longer a recommendation. It's a hard requirement. Many platforms offer built-in email sending. It sounds convenient because you don't need to configure anything. But there's a massive problem. These services use shared IP addresses. It means thousands of different clients are utilizing the exact same IP address. Imagine you're sending highly valuable emails, but your IP neighbor is blasting out spam. When that happens, the entire IP address gets blacklisted, and your emails get dragged into the spam folder right alongside theirs. As a result, your developability can plummet to 10–20%, even if your content is absolutely perfect. The bottom line, built-in services are fine for testing or microlists. For serious marketing campaigns, you must use a dedicated email service provider, or ESP. Dedicated email services are platforms specifically engineered for delivery of marketing emails. These platforms enforce strict compliance, monitor IP reputation, and provide tools for one-click authentication. Here are a few of the top dedicated email services on the market: Twilio, Maligan, smtp.com, Amazon, SES, and Postmark. We personally use Resend and highly recommend starting with it. It offers a generous free tier, highly affordable pricing, and elite deliverability rates, 99% plus into Gmail and Outlook inboxes. Why even bother with a dedicated mail server? Why can't you just use Gmail or Yahoo for your campaigns? You can park your premium domain with Google Workspace, and for one-on-one personal communication, this is an excellent solution. But for marketing campaigns, Gmail is a terrible choice. Marketing campaigns require mass sending. Massive mail servers hate it when a single account blasts out hundreds of thousands of emails. If you send too many emails in a short window, they'll permanently ban your account. And that brings up a logical question. What if I just sign up my own private mail server? You could rent a server and install open source mailing software, but your IP address is completely cold. The internet knows nothing about it, or someone used it before you and burned its reputation. With 99% certainty, your emails will land straight in spam again. Therefore, for serious email marketing, strictly use specialized delivery services like Resend. Here's how to configure Resend step by step. Step 1. Purchase and prep your domain and subdomain. The most popular and reliable domain registrar is Namecheap. For email campaigns, it's best practice to use a dedicated subdomain. For example, if your root domain is trendmoney.partners, a perfect send-in subdomain would be get.trendmoneypartners or mail.trendmoney.partners. Why do this? If your primary sending domain accidentally hits a spam blacklist, you won't lose your ability to send emails entirely. You simply spin up a new subdomain. Step 2. Register with the email service. Go to resend.com, sign up, and verify your email. Step 3. Add and verify your domain. Inside the Resend dashboard, navigate to the Domain section and click Add Domain. The platform will generate a set of DNS records for you to add. Step 4. Configure DNS records at your registrar. Log into your domain control panel and where you bought the domain, adding the exact records provided by the service. Typically, TXT records for SPF, DKIM, and MX records for incoming mail. Pro tip: if you use Cloudflare, many services offer automated API integration, which saves a massive amount of time. Step 5. Connect Resend to your CRM, for example, HighLevel. Inside Go HighLevel, go to Settings, Email Services, and add Custom SMTP. Input the credentials provided by your email service, for example like this. To find the Resend API key, log into your Resend dashboard, navigate to the API key section, click Create API key and copy the key. Paste this key into the password field in your CRM settings. Once this is done, HighLevel will no longer send emails through its built-in server, but through Resend's highly trusted server. Your deliverability will skyrocket. Step 6. Test your sending. Send a test email to yourself across different providers. Verify that it landed directly in the inbox, not in spam or promotions. How to check email deliverability before launching a campaign. Go to the website and copy the auto-generated test email address. Send your drafted email from your CRM to the exact address. Click Check your score, and you'll receive a rating from 1 to 10, along with a breakdown of any technical issues. Crucial caveat: this tester only checks against blacklists and verifies technical configurations. It has no idea how trusted your IP address is by specific inboxes like Gmail or Yahoo. Therefore, a 10 out of 10 score does not guarantee that your emails won't hit the spam folder. How to set up open and click tracking. Email protocols inherently don't track whether a recipient has opened an email. To solve this, email platforms use a workaround called a tracking pixel. An invisible 1x1 pixel image is embedded into the HTML code of the email. When the recipient opens the email, their mail client downloads all the images, including the invisible pixel. The server hosting the image logs the request and registers. Email opened. What about click tracking? When you insert a link into an email, the server automatically wraps it with its own unique tracking URL. When the recipient clicks the link, they first hit the service's server to log the click, and are then instantly redirected to your actual landing page. Crucial note when using HighLevel plus Resend. HighLevel natively supports tracking pixels and link wrapping only for its built-in mail system. If you connect a third-party SMTP server like Resend, HighLevel's native tracking breaks and frequently displays falsely inflated metrics. Therefore, you must enable tracking inside Resend by going to your domain settings and toggling on Enable Tracking Metrics. Always view your actual open and click statistics inside the Resend dashboard. See you in the next video.